Hi, my name's John. Welcome to a Wednesday night catch up. In tonight's short video, I've had quite a few viewers asking us if I can demonstrate the little tool I use for pushing things through in the lathe. I've got some breakdowns to machine, so I do a quick demonstration of how I use the push tool to square things up, then we'll machine the end of the breakdowns. I go out for a ride in the car, Deborah drives, and I show a little bit of the area where I live. Quite a few people, especially people from abroad, have asked us just to put a camera in the car and drive around, which is exactly what I did. I'll show one or two interesting little bits that are very, very close to where I live. I've been toying with the idea of like a theme tune for these Wednesday night videos. I should really put something modern and something catchy, but I'm not going to. I've had more than one viewer say, John, why not put a bit of your dad's organ music on? Well, my dad was a keen organist, so I'm going to find a bit of my dad's organ music and I'm going to put that on because it's my channel and that's what I want to put on. So if you want catchy music, I'm sorry, it's not going to be happening here. Quite a few viewers asking us to show what this is and how I use it. It's basically a tool for pushing things straight in a chuck. I didn't make it, a viewer made it and sent it into us. It's basically just a bearing on the end of a bit of key steel. You can push that way with it and you can push that way with it. I'll show you exactly how it works. I've got some breadcrumbs to machine and I'm going to use this to push them nice and true. Mount on a tool post like that, or you can mount on the tool post like that and use the bearings in a different way. We're going to use it that way. These are the breadcrumbs I've got in the machine. They're off an old, I think it's an A35. A car large rallying. I'm going to use the 3-jaw chuck and I'm going to use the outside jaws, or the outside of those jaws to hold it. Now all I've got to do is take 2.5 mil off that face there. It doesn't matter about that face, so it's really not that critical to line up. And here's got a little bit of a wobble on it. What we're going to do is we can make it wobble a little bit more, just to show. That's better, that's really got the wobbles there now, just to show how this tool does work. Right, it's a little bit wobbly there, so all we'll do, I'll bring the camera around so you can see it a little bit better. Right, you can see what's running out there. I'm going to power the lathe up and we simply use that bearing to push it into line. Right, so if I turn this in, see the bearing starting to touch it, and it will push it. You can hear it now, it's a constant noise, so that's pushed that in to be running nice and true. I'm going to use this 45-degree tool to do the machining, which also means that I can touch the inside of there and I can also touch the outside of there to put a chamfer on once it's machined. So we'll touch it off. He wants 2 mil off them. Zero with that. There's 1 mil. Cast iron's horrible stuff, so I'm going to put the hoover on to suck the cast iron in as I'm machining it. There's 1 mil. There's 2. Appear to be new discs as well, or new drums. That's fine, that's exactly what he wanted us to do. This is driving through the little village where I live. The village is called Lathe. There's a roundabout here, and strangely enough, it's called Lathe roundabout. This is the main sort of road through the place. This is called Newburn Road. Got some shops on the right. And we actually do drive on this side of the road across here, so don't worry, it's all safe. Deborah's actually doing the driving. Aren't you, darling? People often comment on how green the place is and how many trees we've got and how lush the grass is. That's because it rains nearly all the time, or a lot of the time. It's a nice, pleasant summer's evening now. So we've left Throckley and we're heading down into a little village called Newburn. There's a garage coming up on the left hand side. I worked there for nearly 40 years. From leaving school. That's a garage there. We did general repairs. We're dealers for BMC cars. And we also ran racing cars out of there. A big brick building on the left hand side. Used to be a police station. Now it's private houses. Red, green light, time to go. That's a really old building. Some really old shops down here as well. The building on the right used to be a pub. Now it's derelict. There was a train station here, Newburn train station. All that's gone now, and the railway lines have become a cycleway. This bridge was opened in 1893. It hasn't really changed much since then. All riveted construction. Quite a nice old bridge. Very, very busy. It has traffic lights at both ends. So we're now crossing the River Tyne and we're heading into a place called Wrighton. There's a derelict factory unit on the right hand side. Used to be an engineering firm, not there anymore. This is quite a big industrial estate. There is one or two, in fact there's a few engineering companies still working here, still turning out work. You've often heard me mention a lad called Scott who does a lot of CNC machining for us. That's their factory across there, True Precision Engineering, and they really do turn out first class work. These are the railway lines we've just crossed. Railway lines going from Newcastle all the way up to Scotland. On the right hand side there's a little place called Pathhead Watermill. I've been there and I actually did some video. There's a big water wheel there that's actually working. A lad restored a mill just because he wanted to restore a water mill. A little tourist attraction. I think it's free to get in and you just put a little donation. If you're across here it's certainly well worth having a look. Right, we're heading into Bladen now. Bladen used to be a really sort of busy, prosperous little village. Now it's basically a shopping centre on a big roundabout. The church is still standing there. We're heading on a bit of dual carriageway now. We get the high road up here. This road's called Chain Bridge Road, named after the old bridge that was here, which was basically a chain bridge. It's been replaced by a concrete bridge, concrete and steel bridge, which is still nice, but not as nice as the old chain bridge. There's a bridge going across, that's the A1 motorway, main trunk road through the country. We're going to turn off left here and we're going to go over the new Scotchard Bridge. I say new, it's been here for at least 50 years. You can see it's a big steel box girder bridge, suspension bridge, big steel cables holding the deck up, quite a nice bridge, very picturesque. And down there is the River Tyne. So we're still in Scotswood, but now we're on the north side of the river. This is the River Tyne. As you can see, it's low tide. There's a little river runs into there. We used to call it the Gut. They actually changed the flow of the river. The river went straight through here, but they put a kink in it. There's a boatyard across there, little marina. The river's a lot cleaner now than it used to be. It was badly polluted, but now there's a lot of fish in here. There's a little wreck up there. I'll try and zoom in so I can get a shot of that. Never noticed that before, really old wreck of a boat. And that is the A1 motorway. Down here is a big industrial estate. It's like an island. We've just crossed a little bridge to get into it. And during the war, they actually had an explosive plant on there that had been away from sort of the main areas of population, and they used to call it Canary Island because the people that worked there, their skin turned yellow with all the explosives they were working with. And so this is the industrial estate that's here now, and the last bit of industry that was here was a work called a graphite factory. They used to make graphite, and strangely enough it was called a graphie. If you lived in Lempton, you either worked at the graphie or you worked at the glassworks. They were the two main employers after all the coal pits closed. Last weekend, or the weekend just gone, I had 3 days across in Cumbria at a steam rally at a place called Fruitborough. We had really bad weather on the Saturday, but the Sunday was excellent and I got quite a lot of video. There was a good few of my viewers come up and said hello and shook me hand. It was really nice, really good to meet you. I hope you weren't disappointed. Some of you looked actually terrified, but I really don't bite. Once again, just time to say thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please click the button. It is free, it is important. Anyway, thanks for watching.